What's up, you guys? Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1. I am your host, Armory, and I am so excited. I know y'all hear me clapping in the back. I am so excited for today's interview because, hold on, wait, before I even tell y'all who it is, let me just give y'all some teasers, okay? Mm-hmm. She is a Southern University alumni, of course. She's a beautiful wife, a beautiful mother. She is a staple in Houston, let alone, okay, first and foremost, and so much more. This one hits different today, y'all, because I really have my family in a studio. I got my family in the studio with me today, and it's just a different feeling. So please, without further ado, please help me welcome the one and only Jasmine.
Hello.
How are you? Look, I be putting my own sound effects in there, okay? I be adding with the other sound effects, but we are the sound effects in this thing. So
sad.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. That means we're human. We bring life and energy to wherever we go, okay? Mm-hmm. Period. So how are you feeling today?
I'm all right. I'm good. Weather's changing.
Oh, my goodness.
Sweater weather.
Sweater what? How you say? Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Yeah, I hope y'all in for a treat today because as y'all can see, like, when it's me and her, like, nothing can stop us. Like, we are, like, the tandem. And it is so funny because when I was, getting things together for From the Yard, the very first person that popped in my mind was my sister because she's inspired me so much. Like, she went to Southern University before me, and I was just beyond inspired. Like, we both ran track, but we're going to literally dive into that today. But I just first have to, take my sister head off for a second because we'll be in here cracking up in a heartbeat and just really dive into asking you, of course, like letting people who don't know you, let them know where you're from and what even inspired you to go to Southern University.
Honestly, that's where the money went.
I
needed track scholarship. I mean, I like track anyway. I've been running since fifth grade, running after school.
Yep.
And that was my sport. That's my thing. So I had a few scholarships. I did a couple visits, but Southern had the most money. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But also, when I was in it, I also had other friends out here that ran with other schools. I knew other people that just so happened was going to Southern. And,
it just ended up being the perfect fit.
Mm-hmm, and it turned out. I'm glad I made the decision because certain schools I was just like, I don't think I would have made it.
Drop the schools. I'm being nosy.
Grambling.
Mm-hmm. Look at me talking about
Grambling. They in the sticks just like Prairie View. I honestly did not want to go to Prairie View because my mom went to Prairie View. Mm-hmm. I'd rather do something else, like get out of Texas.
I feel you.
So, which was fine. If I had to stay in Texas, it would have been okay. But it was different.
Yeah.
I learned new things, like especially with cooking and seasonings. And
y'all, she know how to cook, okay? I'm at her house every day almost, eating some food.
For real.
What you cooking tonight? Let me stop.
I ain't cooking nothing. My husband cooking. They cooking right now.
Okay, what they making?
Gumbo.
Okay. Look, you literally, like you said, you learned a lot about cooking because that's even gumbo. That's like a Louisiana. That's a Southern thing,
Yes, like my friend, she started off as my teammate, but my friend, when we lived together, I watched her cook and stuff like that, and like of course our mom cooked or whatever, she wasn't too bad. It was good, but it was different.
Yeah.
It was like more Creole, Cajun, and like how she prepared and stuff like that. Like I really watched her and I was like, So I picked up from like both, her mom, of course, and her. And I, made my own little twist and
baby. And that the twist is twisting.
But I learned way more, out there. So it was cool.
That's what's
like more beneficial.
That's what's up. And it's so funny because to know that Grambling and PV, they were reaching out to you, and we all know that Grambling is one of the top rivals that Southern University has.
It was.
So you made the right choice. Southern Jags all day, baby. Okay, period. Shout out. Hello.
Oh, I don't even know, what are they.
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know what they are, but we the Jaguars.
Yeah, we the Jaguars.
We the Jaguars,
what
baby.
Are they?
I don't even know. Like, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. That's hilarious. So I want to. And the crazy thing about it is, you mentioned something about that they were the ones who gave the most money. And the fact that you had the opportunity to have these colleges scout you while you were in high school. A lot of students or student athletes, they don't even get that opportunity. Certain colleges aren't even looking their way. So the fact that you were being scouted while you were in high school, like, that says a lot about you and the sport that you in the sport that you play. You know, I didn't want to say sport that you play because we ran track, you know, so the sport that you participated in. And so how was that feeling like, being still in your high school and knowing that these colleges were looking at you and one of them was Southern? You're like, okay, what did that do for you in the midst of that moment of you running during high school?
Well, before, like, yes, I was fast, but if I didn't have the paperwork behind me, they probably I wouldn't even have gone forth with scholarships and stuff like that, because you have to get in, you know, with the NCAA.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
like, if you don't have those type of credentials, you know, they can look at you all day. But as far as like going forth and doing your research and figuring out what you really need to get to these schools and for them to really contact you, you gotta, you know, that will boost your motivation to run more, you know, go to school for free, go somewhere different, get out your parents' house, you know, see who you figure yourself out.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a competitor.
It is.
So
it
was just, I was just gonna run regardless. Like, even if I was hurt, I had a sprained ankle. I would run my race, go right to the training room, ice, stim machine, heat, whatever I had to do to make the next race.
Yeah.
In order for my coach to say no, because I hated. It was a few times she sat me down during high school, and I didn't like it, but I had to, for the better, of course. But I was very salty, so I think it was just my competitiveness that kept me going.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
In school.
As I mentioned when we were starting off this interview, that my sister, she really paved the way for me and just like set the tone. It made me think about all of the different things that led up to me even wanting to go to Southern, because I went to Southern, 3 years after? Yeah, 3 years after you went to Southern. And it's funny because a lot of people who come and they are on the show when it comes to From New York, they always mention homecoming. And that was one of my first experiences that I had to really just immerse myself at Southern, was going to see you during one of your homecoming experiences. And that's what really made me like, oh snap, just even parking across the hump and having to walk over with my parents, trying to meet up with you. Like, that was crazy. So I want to ask you, because even though homecoming was my first experience, I want to ask you, what was your first experience like, stepping on the yard and being like, oh snap, this is Southern for real? What was your first experience like?
I think I've had my first experience it took like a week. It was something new every day, figuring stuff out, good stuff, bad stuff, from financial aid issues to getting your classes dropped by accidentally because they didn't put the athlete stuff in yet.
That's a real thing, y'all.
You know, like you would get your schedule, go to these classes and figure out that you're not on the list.
While school? Oh, okay.
Like they're like, you're not on the list. Walk out. Every athlete, football, soccer, baseball, track, all of us got kicked out because, you know, whoever handles athletes, you know, stuff, classes, whatever, didn't put our stuff in the system at the right time. So we got purged.
That's a purging is a real thing, y'all.
Like every athlete, and we couldn't do nothing about it. You know, because we're calling the coaches and whatever, but we can't do nothing. So I'm outside chilling, thugging before practice, going to the Cav, like just out there.
Yeah.
You know, class was brutal. Like had to them 8 o'clocks. I've never done that again.
Yeah, the 8 o'clock classes are crucial. Don't be outside waiting for the bus. That be take all day.
That take all day.
It gets you where it needs to go.
It gets you there, but you better get up earlier.
Yes, you have to account for an extra 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yep.
Before your class or something, just to make for sure. Because don't let the bus be full.
Don't let the bus be full because it'll pass you right on up.
Literally, while you sitting there at the bus stop, then you're going to have to look at your friends, or if it's just you, going like, all right, let's take this walk to the front.
Walk to the next stop, or like, you know, so I feel like it came in spurts, because I also had another real southern Louisiana experience when the hurricane came.
Really? I don't think I was there yet.
You wasn't, because it was the year Ike hit here. Gustav hit Louisiana first. So that's why we came home. And then so I came home for Gustav, stayed. We were good. I'm going to go back to it. But when I came back from Gustav, that bridge was closed.
Oh, the 30-mile bridge? Or
No, the bridge from the back of campus to the front.
Oh.
So
like where the checkpoint is?
Yes.
Okay.
So you know how the bus was full?
Mm-hmm.
That bus was full. So you couldn't cross the bridge.
Oh, I know what bridge you're talking about. The bridge where the raccoons be at.
Yeah.
By the infirmary.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a tree on it.
Oh,
so
dang.
If you missed you had to walk by T-Tail Lane in order just to get to class. Mind you, I stayed in Mayberry, had a class, the bus behind it was full.
Oh my goodness.
3 buses was full. I was like, dang. So I had to walk the long way to read to the front of campus. I was like,
yeah,
this is bananas.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah. It's almost like it teaches you like those real life experiences, like, okay, figuring out how to pivot and make do on the spot, you know?
Yeah, and don't be late, because your teachers wasn't going to let you in. Some will, but some didn't care under the circumstances. They told you to get up early.
Mm-hmm.
Get up earlier.
Mm-hmm. Don't let that door close. Don't let it close, because then they'll mark you absent, and then it just throws off a lot of things. And then
you wasted your time walking.
That's the main thing. You know, you could have still been in your bed.
I could have stayed in my bed, and I done walked all the way up here.
Yeah, that's so funny.
In the moisture.
Oh yeah. Wait. So you said, speaking of the moisture, the hurricanes you experienced, like you were still on campus and the tree fell on the bridge, but like
that was Gustav.
Okay.
So there was still aftermath, because we were getting winds and rains from Ike.
Wow.
That was hitting here.
Okay.
And while that was going on, it was like already hitting and stuff. We were catching the winds. We had a whole cross country meet to work around the southern campus. Like, we were all at checkpoints, and it's windy.
I never knew y'all had a cross country meet at Southern. That's crazy.
And you know what? I don't think we had another one since, even after the new buildings and, you know, new coaching staff. And I honestly don't think we've had another cross country meet. Because the meets, it went all through the back of campus, by the front, by checkpoint, where the Jaguar is. Like, that was the course all through there.
Really?
Really. Like, you know how you can drive the back way, like on the back side of the track, and go to the stadium, like all down that way. Went by Southern Lab.
I thought that was an interesting part too about Southern, is that there was a school that's on Southern's campus, and that Southern Lab. What grades were those?
K through 12.
K through 12.
Yes. K through 12.
K through 12 all in one?
Yes. Yes, but mind you, their classes are, well, like, they're like our class of 2008 and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Their classes were like, numbers of 10.
Really?
Like DJ, my friend DJ, she lived in Maringouin.
Okay.
Which is right off the 18-mile bridge, not too far from Baton Rouge, like 15 minutes. And her graduating class was 15.
Really? That's a complete difference coming from like Texas. Our graduating class is like 150 tops, 150 plus.
No, like a
1,000. Now that I think about it, you're right.
Yeah,
because I was in top 10%.
Yeah, we graduated with
1,000.
When I started ninth grade, it was like 1,300.
Yep.
And then I guess when we graduated, because a lot of people left past, I think we ended off like really 9 something, but they were 10, 15 seniors.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing with Southern Lab. Like everybody's in one class.
Yeah, that's
literally
a crazy experience to just even have.
And half of them attend Southern
just
because they're watching all the sports.
Yeah,
they can attend the games.
Their roots.
They just walk across the street.
Yeah,
and just go to the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's all they. It's like that's all they know.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of games, what was your first game experience like? Whether that have been football, basketball, what was that like for you? Because we was turned for me.
We was turned. We was turned tailgating.
Oh my God, tailgating
we
is
ate
a thing.
So much food, drank so much liquor. And you had to tailgate, because what you mean you're not tailgating?
Yeah,
you're not gonna,
it's like that's a thing you have to have.
You're not gonna go eat and chill before you walk inside the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you mean you're not going?
I bet the concession people will be so upset. Like, they got us working here for nothing, and everybody coming full. But the concessions did come in clutch.
People still went to the concessions.
Yeah, because there were
we had fit regular.
Yeah, people who don't get access to like the tailgating. Like the tailgating is a very, very unique experience, I would say, for sure.
Somebody always had a tent. So, of course, our athletes had parents who were alumni.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have a tent. They're gonna have food. They're gonna have other people come, and then you have other people that that's regular people or other athletes that they're gonna have a tent. Or you get to start knowing the fraternity and sorority peoples. Like, they're gonna have food. They're gonna have liquor. They're gonna have something. So why not?
Yeah, enjoy it.
Hang with your friends, your teammates. Like, our track team was the shit. They they knew we was like click tight.
Yeah, that's like really true family oriented.
Mm-hmm. Like from the runners, the jumpers, field. We were all cool.
Mm-hmm.
So and one of our teammates, they had a tent. So we always met up at the tent. Of course, ran through a couple other tents on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because theirs was luckily closest to the stadium.
Yep, I know exactly where you at.
Mm-hmm. So we hit, and we had to walk from the back because ain't no driving.
No, yeah, the campus is shut down game day. Period.
Like,
you walking from
traffic,
the back to the front.
If you want to go off campus after the game, your best bet was to park off campus and then walk back across the hump just to tailgate, do whatever, and then walk on back to get to your car.
Yeah.
Because that was the best way to do it. Otherwise, if you're trying to make an event, you're going to be late.
Yeah, no, seriously.
You're going to be late.
My first experience going to a homecoming, we parked off campus. And when I say that hike was a hike, and then the second experience I had
I thought y'all parked on campus.
What? Did we park on campus?
Did y'all come by yourselves the first time, or was this first time y'all came with Megan.
I think it was with Megan. I think it was with Megan. Cause now that I think about it, yep. And I actually had a dream about her last night. That was weird. Yeah.
Because I remember y'all parked on campus.
Oh, we parked on campus. Maybe I'm just confused because it wasn't a lot.
Y'all parked by T-Tail Lane.
Oh.
In the dirt area right across the street right there.
You are now that I think about it, you are absolutely right.
Yeah, we didn't park in the back.
We didn't park in the back. We parked in, you know what, from TT Lane, that's why it was still felt like a walk to me, because that's my first time being on campus. And I'm like, this ain't about a stadium. And I was like, wait a minute. But you're right. Now that I think about it, we did park behind TT Lane. Mm-hmm. And the second time I had to, the first time I parked off campus was for my last homecoming I went to. It had to have been like maybe 3, 4, or 5 years ago. And not 3, 4, 5. Like, which one is it, Rock? 3, 4, 5 years ago. And that walk was crucial. We parked past Jack in the Box, past like going towards like the neighborhoods, and I was just like, oh wow.
I've had to park back there before too.
Wow. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, because the goal was either to make it to the Palisades, to park or to leave the car.
Yeah.
So that we can, because we were going out. No, we didn't care if we had a track meet, class, like.
Y'all hitting the city.
We're going somewhere, and then make it to class the next day.
Yeah, hey, clear it, clock it.
Because we were a student athlete first, same as high school. Mm-hmm. We had to still pass our classes and our grades, whatever. Okay. But we was in them streets.
Vibes, where y'all at?
Like, girl, it's not even open no more.
Vibes isn't open anymore. Y'all.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. She said it's open,
but it probably ain't the same.
I don't even think it stay open till 4 anymore.
Y'all, if you know, you know. Literally, like they say, if you know, you know. Vibes was a staple and is a staple still in Baton Rouge, but it's not like how it was when we were there. Like, Vibes literally stayed open till 4. Sometimes you won't leave until 5:30, depending. But yeah, Vibes was a thing. The Palace was a thing for sure. I think Varsity. I went to Varsity maybe a few times, but so many names have changed, so I don't know.
But that's LSU side.
Yeah, LSU side and Tigerland, but it's all about that Jagland over here, baby.
Yeah. So, after football games, going to Rags.
Oh my gosh, I think I've been to Rags one time. But that was it.
Girl.
Rags was thing. Rags was thing.
That's them real Rugins.
I'm hollering. Go on all night. Let me stop. So you mentioned class. What did you major in at Southern?
Accounting.
What made you
choose? With a minor
in
finance.
Ooh, so we talking big money.
I'm
big
trying.
Money. Okay.
I'm
trying. Baby, you doing. I see you doing.
Trying.
What made you want to major in accounting and even bring up or take up the minor in accounting?
My uncle was an accountant, so I used to balance his books, his checkbook, and I always liked numbers. Like, for some reason, I would things on the wall or stuff on the floor, I find it to count. Like, how many is this? How many is that? Like, just random stuff. But nobody ever noticed it or knew what I was doing. But my uncle was accountant, and I watched him do a couple things. I was like, I can do this. It's curious and just curious. I used to balance my mom's checkbook. And just like numbers was just my thing. I like numbers. So I just wanted to go forth in it. And banking isn't bad. Like, I like money. I don't mind counting money.
Okay, dollar bill.
Figuring out stuff. I'm trying to get my own budget. I can do everybody else's budget, but can't do my own. But whatever.
hey, it's the life that we live, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have that feeling too, where I'm so busy pouring into others, I forget to pour into myself. I'm so busy creating content for others and doing things and showing up for other people's social media page. I don't even do it for myself, and I look back and I'm like, dang. So trust me, I understand 100%, but that's a very key point of me, like knowing and learning even about just what inspired you to even go on accounting, because I always wanted to ask that, but I just never had a chance to like just really just ask, and I didn't know that you be counting stuff, so you probably was counting like, okay, she got this, she got
random, or like 4 rectangles on this wall, 3 here, you know, because you know these designs on this wall, like, are they squares or big squares?
Yeah,
like, you know.
Yeah, that's a unique gift to have because it's universal. You know, and when it comes to just adding anything up, like there's power in money. Well, let me say, I mean, there's power in money, but let me say there's power in understanding how the dollar moves. Seriously. So, ooh, y'all, just know we got so much more to dive into. But before you do, please make sure you stay tuned, stay locked in. And when we get back from this music break, we are diving into a lot of other things and just unpacking just the essence of her being at Southern and what even took place when she graduated Southern. So stay right back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This segment is made possible by Hive Mind Creative Agency, helping businesses share their story and grow their presence online. Hive Mind offers podcast-style marketing designed to fit each brand's voice. Learn more at hivemindhtx.com.
Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with yours truly, Marie, and I got my sis in the house, Jess. Skirt, skirt, skirt. So before the break, we were really just uncovering just the journey of being in Louisiana and being at Southern, and you majoring in accounting, minoring in finance, if I'm not mistaken. Was it finance? Yeah, minoring in finance, and of course being on the Southern University track team and just your homecoming experiences and just the game experiences itself. How did you being a part of the track team shape your mindset for on and off of the field?
I had to really buckle down and like really, cause practice is hard and easy, but also partying, because regardless, I was still gonna party, but I did have to pick and choose time to time after I felt like I've gotten my, what you call it, my full experience or whatever. I had to like, all right, I'm not going out tonight because I really have homework and this teacher don't play.
Okay.
So I need to do my work, because if I don't meet a certain standard, I can't travel.
Okay.
Because it was a point to where this didn't happen to me, not just me, but like it was a point to where like I wasn't on track for my career goal. And so since I wasn't on track, I was taking pointless classes at the moment. To me, it was pointless. Like, I don't understand why I wasn't in the correct classes from the get-go. So since I didn't meet a certain standard, even though I was passing my classes or whatever, but I wasn't on the right degree path.
Okay.
So since I wasn't on the right degree path, it was a meet that I had to miss.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, regardless if I'm on the right degree path or not, I still need to go to these classes, because clearly they look, no matter how much I'm partying, we think these coaches ain't paying too much attention to us, but low key they are. And had to get it together, because it did affect a couple days. It affect, staying up late, wear and tear on your body, because we going full throttle on the track.
Yeah.
Like, it's hot, it's humid, I'm dehydrated. I ain't got no energy.
Where's the water?
Where's the water? No, you can't have a water break because you're going to cramp.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you're
People don't
going to
know
cramp
about
and you
that.
ain't got no food on your system. Like,
Ooh.
pick one.
Yeah.
You know, you rather sleep than eat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm partying, you know, so...
There was like a shift that literally took place. Like, okay, like, you know what? Let me buckle down real quick.
I buckled down, got used to it, partied again, figured it out, buckled down one more time.
But it sounds like you were really truly immersing yourself in the college experience, because one thing about us is that we're real and authentic, you know, and you have to be able to live, but also understand how to buckle down and balance. So that was the good thing, that you were able to really see what that looked like. And if you had to choose one memory that you can consider your favorite while being at Southern, what would that memory be, and why did it hold weight in your life?
Our track team, we're a jail. We're like family. So at Southern, like I said, there was something every day. So on Wednesday, they called it Pretty Wednesday. That's when the fraternities and sororities, they dress up to their tees and their, you know, their letters, and people dress to impress. It's Dress to Impress Day. It was always music in the
At the union.
at the union.
It be
At the
popping.
side note,
What?
you know they got food trucks now
They got food trucks at Southern?
for Pretty Wednesday.
For pretty, y'all, hold on. Y'all, I need to pull up to this university, because I remember the union being Popeyes, Burger King, and the pasta line.
None of that
there?
is in there.
Okay,
They have
Southern.
a Chick-fil-A in there.
Oh, y'all.
I said, Chalet, you're lying. I said, girl, I'm gonna have to come up there.
Right. Even on a random weekend, or just a random day. Y'all be aware, because y'all may see me walking on the yard, and yeah, I may interview somebody on the spot.
Yeah, but now so Pretty Wednesdays, it go down at the union way more than what we used to. But back to what I was saying, the a track team. Yes, it was Pretty Wednesday, but we turned it into Black Tea Wednesday.
So hold on. So you trying to tell me that y'all was setting trends out there? As far as the track team, you know, y'all was okay. What is Black Tea Wednesday?
So you wear black, wear a black shirt, or wear all black, or wear something black, to the point to where a lot of people that weren't on the track team or an athlete was doing it. Like even our teammates, you know, some stayed in the apartments, they stayed on campus, and we all had different roommates. We didn't room as a team. Like we weren't all in the same suite. So their teammates it was Wednesday came around, they dressing up in black too. Almost the whole campus was in black one day.
Oh, so y'all setting trends at this point.
And it was what it was. Music was playing, and we out there in the union at 12 o'clock. 11:30, 12 o'clock. People,
'cause that's when it get popping.
That's when it was lit. People was missing class to go to the union, especially during homecoming week. People was people was missing class to be out there on that yard.
Look, y'all better be in the
pick
class,
your
y'all.
poison. Which one you want? Who you pick your classes wisely, because you can pick your
And
own
the
class and your
times.
times.
Yeah.
Yes. So pick it wisely. If you know you're gonna be out there on the streets, in the yard on Pretty Wednesday,
Because that's what they call them, the streets.
yeah, you better get you a 2 o'clock class or a 10.
Yep.
And get you a 10 o'clock. You out right in time.
Facts. It's like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the calf, but that Wednesday, oh baby, you better have your union books ready so you can be there.
Because it's popping
Yes.
out there.
Yes. Yes. Man, I just love that being at an HBCU, and even when I hear different experiences from other HBCUs, from people who went to Grambling, people who went to Tuskegee, people who went to a TSU or even PV, when they describe their experiences on the yard, I be like, it still don't measure up to Southern University. I go 10 toes, and I stand 10 toes down when I say that, because I'm like, yeah, ain't nothing like Southern University. Did you know that this past homecoming at TSU, they gave them a curfew at 10 o'clock? I said, oh,
A curfew?
Exactly. I've never heard
do you
that.
mean?
Like a curfew of, not 10 o'clock, excuse me. They gave them a curfew for tailgating. They had to be done like around 7. I said, now that's Southern University. Baby,
Like done with what?
With tailgating, being
Cooking,
outside,
being
and
outside.
everything.
People was watching them games outside. They weren't even
Exactly.
walking inside the stadium.
No, it's a whole family oriented experience. And even if you didn't have like family that was there who did go to Southern University, people around made you feel like you were a part of their family. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Like homecoming, they shut down the people was parking their RVs, so they was still cooking after the game.
Literally.
So what do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, oh, y'all didn't. That let me know in that moment, y'all never experienced a tailgate like Southern University's tailgate. So
Yeah, because they're tailgating.
they come in the night before.
The game is on Saturday. Them tailgaters is there on Wednesday.
They are on Wednesday. Yep, people be loading in on
Yes,
Wednesday.
but you can go get you a plate on Wednesday before
it
the
was.
game. Shoot, people was on their yard for half a week.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me that they kicked these tailgaters out at 10 o'clock?
Girl.
That mean at 7?
That's what
Before
the
the game?
That's what the word on the street was. But I don't know.
That's crazy. It's not that many. That's traffic.
Exactly.
Over there.
Exactly. I don't understand. Crazy. But you know what? We went to Southern University and we experienced all of the good things.
We sure did. And you know what?
What?
I don't even think they have, because you said this is who? TSU?
TSU.
They're
not built for that.
They're
not built for that, but
they don't have an area. Like the mini dome, since the game was over there, we had our own parking. Well, nobody parking over there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there was the
perfect space
for them RVs.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing over there in Third Ward.
You right.
To park hella RVs.
Yeah,
for tailgating.
They weren't bred like that. So that's why you gotta
we the real
come over
Southern.
the hump.
Yeah, we the real Southern.
Okay, do y'all hear that? Clock it. Love that. Well, I know you mentioned the passion and the love that you have for accounting, and I'm able to experience like firsthand you surpassing and excelling in your career field. And even when you first graduated from Southern, you were able to land an amazing job with Penham Industries. So that was very powerful. And so I really want to unravel that layer of you leaving Southern University and being able to utilize your degree and be in the field that you love, and then starting with Penham Industries. And let's tap into like where you are now.
I graduated December 2013, but I started Penham Industries before I graduated.
Oh, come on.
It was just so happened that our neighbor opened up a business in the oil and gas field, and his wife is an accountant, but she had her own job, so he needed somebody that, he can trust, and somebody that he knew, because it is new, fresh, to handle his books. And he just so happened to be my neighbor.
Mm-hmm. And he so happened to went to Southern too.
And he went to Southern as well.
Come on, shout out to Jaguars, baby.
You know what I'm saying? He's he graduated with an engineer degree. So, which is so funny. Engineers' math is way different than our math.
Yeah.
We used to argue on math problems and trying to figure out, how'd you figure out this number? You ain't do it this way. And I was like, I did it this way. But the bottom numbers is still the same. Your math is different from my math.
Wow, I would never known that.
Yeah, engineers they deal with a lot of equations, math, numbers.
But it's crazy
and
like
stuff
you said.
too. But it's just
the same number.
Yeah, it's just a different way. So yeah, that was cool. He gave me my first accounting job, and it was like the full cycle: accounts payable, accounts receivable, human resources. Like, I did it all, which wasn't bad. It was a good first step because one, it was a small company. There's no need to have all these people because you got to still pay all these people. So, which was fine because it prepared me to, flourish. Prepare me for bigger stuff, what to expect, how to handle different things, how to talk to certain people, how to have better customer service, because I think I have great customer service anyway, but it was a different customer service because I'm dealing with different vendors and just different companies and I'm doing AR and AP. So I had to reel it in. I got it. He hit me with the hammer.
Wow.
He threw me in the fire.
Wow.
Low key. Because even though you go to school, you learn your basics, it's still nothing until you actually do it.
That's deep.
Like what you learn in all those years, it sometimes it comes in handy, like terminology and stuff like that. But actually doing it is completely different because I started in oil and gas. I did 2 companies for oil and gas, and then I did construction. Their construction, how they did their books was completely different, but a little bit. And then now I'm in entertainment.
Love.
And how we do our books, I see more of what I was doing for my second oil and gas company as far as like accounting wise than what I've saw at Penham or when I was doing accounting for a construction company. It's like, I love that. It's the same, but it's different because everybody does their own books different. Now I'm not even in HR, and I did HR for Penham. I haven't done HR since, but I still have the knowledge for it. It's it's nothing, but I do more accounting stuff now.
Okay.
So it prepared me better how to read stuff, how to look at things. So now I'm just trying to flourish in the entertainment, accounting, and learning more. I'm still learning. It's still a lot to learn, but I'm grateful for it.
That's good.
Just trying to do my best.
Yes, and you are doing amazing. You mentioned entertainment. Are you able to disclose who you work for and what you do, or is that something that gotta be in the tuck?
No, I ain't gotta be in the
inquiring minds want to know.
Ain't gotta be in the tuck. I just, I just work. I work for Live Nation Entertainment. I'm a staff accountant over there.
Come on,
and
you said Live Nation.
Y'all. Now the rest is in the tuck.
Okay,
now
keep it in the tuck.
That's it.
That's all I need to hear was Live Nation. And if you don't know about Live Nation, I'm pretty sure a majority of the events that you go to, whether that be in the big arenas, concerts, just know that Live Nation is over them all. So, dang, come on.
And we're huge. So crazy thing is, I don't do no accounting for Houston.
Wow.
I'm like my region is Southeast.
Wow.
So like, I know more stuff in those states than I would do in Texas.
So that's how you know you're working for a major company. You got headquarters everywhere at this point. You got regions. When you are working with a company that has different regions, just know you're working with the best, the top of the top of the cream of the crop, is that as they would say.
Yeah. So I'm trying to tip my way on to the top.
Baby, you tipping and tapping.
I'm just going to tiptoe just a little bit.
Yes. So what does it mean to work with one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world and still carry that Southern University excellence with you?
Well, everywhere is tough. School, occupation, where it's still going to be a challenge. So I feel like I went through the trenches with Southern. And I feel like if you could make it out of Southern, I think you could make it anywhere. Like just dealing with different personalities, people, you know, companies, vendors, how people are, how things are ran. So you just gotta have just a little tough skin.
I love that.
You know, crash out every now and then, but
because it's a real thing.
yeah, you know. But other than that, we're all human.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but still, if you can make it at Southern, you can make it anywhere else.
Yeah, that's deep. That's powerful. If no one has told you yet from Southern University, I am proud of you. And I am glad that you are my sister and that you're representing Southern University to the highest esteem. And you are literally paving the way for others, not even myself, but just for others. But y'all, make sure y'all stay tuned because when we get back after this music break, we about to uncover some more when it comes to Southern University. And let's see what this Jag gem that she may drop. Let's see what that may be like. So we'll be right back after this break.
Support for this program comes from TRG Financial, helping families, professionals, and brands develop clear, coordinated plans for savings, retirement, and estate needs, bringing organization to financial uncertainty. More at trg-financial.com.
Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with yours truly, Marie, and I got Jazz in the house with me. And oh my goodness, she was just diving in about her journey after Southern University, the amazing companies that she's worked with, and the amazing company that she is with now. Okay, when I say big things popping and little things stopping, okay, it's giving all of the things. So I am just beyond inspired by your journey. And I just have to ask that not only are you an inspiration to me, but for so many other people watching your journey, what keeps you grounded through it all?
Focus. Just stay focused on, you know, your goal, what you want to do in life, what you got planned for the day, week, or the month. Just stay focused. Because once you lose your focus, or once I lose my focus, I can't function. I can't get it together. So I have to see it through.
That's good.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta see it through. It might take sometimes you probably can't see it until the day before.
Wow.
Or whatever. But you just gotta stay focused.
I love that. Speaking of staying focused and learning how you have to see things through, because that's very great advice for me, because sometimes when I get so caught up and I can't focus on the things I need to focus on, it becomes very dysfunctional for me. So I can resonate with that 100%. So what are some things that you've learned about yourself through the highs and lows of this journey?
Patience.
Wow. Okay.
And to slow down, because sometimes I move too fast, and when I move too fast, I mess up, forget, and I just can't. It takes me off my focus. So I just gotta be patient, because when your time has come, it'll come. You know, and don't rush it. So, because when you rush it, it might not be ready for you.
Wow.
So,
that's powerful.
Just be patient.
That's powerful. It's so funny. I just learned a word called kairos, and kairos is a term for God's timing. So when you mention just be patient, and when it's your time, don't rush it. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Talk to him, sis. Talk to him.
I mean,
sis.
I had to learn. I had some help, of course, but I had to learn. So still learning.
I love that.
But just be patient.
That's good.
Slowly figure it out.
Yeah. And everybody has their own journey. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're putting one foot in front of the other, that's what matters, you know? And you are aware of, like you said, just still figuring out, because there's somebody else still that's feeling that way too. So just the encouragement of having patience, trusting the timing, and embracing the journey, all in that same sentiment. That's a golden rule. I love that. I love that. So speaking of golden and the rules, if that even sounds right.
I'm trying to figure golden rules.
Golden rules. And I guess I tried to play on the gold in the Southern University, the colors, the brand.
Okay.
What does being a Southern University Jaguar mean? How does it feel being a part of that Southern University legacy? Excuse me.
Well, it feels good because I got a chance to go to and experience an HBCU, because like they don't do a lot of things at like different conferences like the Big 12 or the what's another one, the Big 6 or whatever they are. They don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have fun in their own way. Not to knock them. Pretty sure they be turned, but it's a different experience being with your people. And like just the events and just being able to pick up like different cultures and get to meet new people, understand people, you know. It's good. It was a good run.
That's so funny that you said
It
good
was
run.
a good run.
Speaking of good run, I think one of the most memorable moments that I've had before I even went to Southern and I was able to carry through that journey was whenever I would go to the track meets and I would see you run and I would see you with the team. Like, first of all, my sister was a beast. Okay, just throwing it out there. She was a beast.
Oh, yeah, them
period.
TSU relays.
Yeah, TSU relays, all of the relays, indoor, outdoor, anything you can name, baby. She was a beast. And one thing I cannot ever forget was that chant that we were always there, that I first heard it from y'all. When I tell y'all, they be in the stands like, man, hold up. You supposed to say, man, hold up.
Yeah.
Man, hold up.
Girl, man, hold up. What
What was that like?
We needed we had our own chant.
Yeah.
For the track team.
Yeah.
We had our own chant. And till this day, I'm pretty sure if any one of us ran up to each other, we'll probably do it.
Man, hold up.
Yes.
That
we'll
just set the
do
tone.
It. That I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a staple for real.
So yes, especially for like SWAC championships, y'all were there.
Yeah. Yep. So that was
Y'all
my first
were
time
there.
experiencing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm lit." That's
was
what
turned.
made me. Yeah.
We was turned.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. So
that's funny.
yeah, it was like I would never forget
I
that.
doubt they don't. I don't even know if I'm gonna have to try and go to a track meet and see how they gel together.
Yeah, we gotta check it out.
Yeah, I haven't been to like a university. I mean, I watch it on TV, but I'm watching
Yeah.
the Olympics and all the other stuff on TV now.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to a HBCU track meet probably since I left. Oh, I lied. You ran after me. So I haven't been probably since you stopped running.
Yeah. Low key.
I think that was my last for sure SWAC championship.
That's interesting. Like, because now that you even said, like, you haven't been back since I ran, I can imagine that experience at Southern University being just a bit different. What was it like having your little sister come to Southern University, following in your footsteps with running track? When they were recruiting you at Southern University, they got you, and then they found out you had a little sister, and the next thing you know, they looking at me. So I'm like, okay, like, what was that? What was that like? Just having your little sister come and all of that jazz.
Well, it was good. You know, I mean, of course, I already knew people, but I had my sister there who always gonna have my back. But at the same time, I wasn't gonna baby you.
And you didn't.
I was like, look, you're gonna have to get out here and get it. Just like I had to get out here and get it and figure it out. I'm going to have your back regardless, if you're in trouble, if you need something, or, if it's a 911, I'm pull up. We all gonna pull up, actually.
And you did that.
So, but anything else, class-wise, getting up, meeting your stuff, all this other, no, you're gonna have to get out here and get it. Make sure you eat. Like, duh, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got time to hold your hand for that. You're gonna have to get out here and get it.
Let me tell you.
Because we was out there by ourselves. We didn't have no family. And I have no family for what, 3 years?
3 years, yeah. You were literally out there growing up as a woman.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted you to feel the same way. You're gonna have to get out here and get where ain't nobody here out here.
My hand.
You have to figure it out.
Yeah, and I appreciate that 100% because I believe that it helped mold me into the woman that I am today, allow me to experience the things of, like you said, just getting up, figuring out what my class situation is, making for sure I eat, understanding that, like, at any given moment, I have to pivot if I need to, and still being able to still show up as a student athlete, going to study hall and making for sure, like, that was, my grades were where it needed to be. So I appreciate you being able to be there, because I don't know about y'all, but because my sister was there, I was like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I was like, I was stepping on campus, unlike other people who had nobody. It's like I literally walked in and I was friends with
half the track
team because they knew me. They would see me at the track meets. And so it just felt good. I just had a unique, different experience. So I appreciate you for allowing me to figure it out, being there and having my back and just allowing me to have a unique experience that other people didn't have,
Yeah, even though we were roommates, you know what I'm saying?
And
but
that was another thing, too.
Our schedules would have never been the same.
I am so glad you was my roommate. I was like, y'all rooming with people that y'all don't even know.
Don't
I got
even
my sister.
know. Right.
That, I feel like, helped my freshman year, like, go smooth. Because we were in a suite mate with our teammates, but it wasn't, it was nothing like sharing a room with your family. I'm out of town for the first time as far as like living out of town because I'm at college. And so it just felt like it was where I still needed to be. It still felt like home, people from overseas, because a lot of our track mates were from, whether that be Antigua, Barbados, and people who were from California. They literally had nobody. And so they were meeting someone new for the first time. And if living with somebody is completely different. So the fact that I was able to enjoy my freshman year with living with you, I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to get on your nerves.
Yeah, because I had to slowly teach you, because our suite mates were, from my freshman year, was from, I want to say either the soccer team or the volleyball team. Like, we didn't room, our suite mates wasn't track people.
Okay.
But when you came, things changed. We had our teammates as, our suite mates. So even though we were roommates, you were comfortable enough to leave stuff out freely. But on the shared part, you had a couple mishaps. And I was like, well,
yep,
lock your shit. Lock it up. Lock your stuff up. Be mindful what you got. Be mindful what you tell people that you have.
Yep.
Yes, we do. And we share a bathroom. Be careful for your hygiene stuff. Keep it. If you had it a certain way, or if you don't want it touched, bring it back in the room. Keep the door locked. Because that next year, we weren't roommates.
Nope.
You had to room with somebody else.
I don't even remember who I roomed with, honestly. I really don't. I don't know. Did I stay? I don't know. I think I moved to the apartments my sophomore year, and that was a blessing because they weren't allowing sophomores to move to the apartments. But I think what allowed us to do it was we were with our track team, if I'm not mistaken, because I really don't remember staying in the dorm the next year. If I do, I have no clue who my roommate was. I remember moving to the apartments my sophomore year in the 200 building.
I think so, because I can't remember. Something happened financially. I can't remember because remember we were trying to get you to come move in with me. Remember I had moved off campus. I was pregnant.
Okay.
And me and DJ had that apartment, but we had that room downstairs.
Really? I was trying to come over there?
Well, that was to save money.
Okay.
That was somewhere in the works.
Okay.
I was already there.
Mm-hmm.
But because, that was off campus. It was like, a good 10, 15 minutes off campus. So you technically still need to be on campus. What happened? I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what happened. I feel like it was some Southern stuff.
Yeah,
of
course. Look, let me stop.
Like somebody didn't turn something in, some deadline, or I feel like it was some Southern stuff. But we was gearing up for you to take in that bedroom downstairs.
Okay.
But I think the issue was your transportation.
Yeah.
And your school schedules.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I think
about that.
Yeah. And I think but something happened. And then we was like, okay, we're moving her back out because we was already moving stuff in for you.
Really? I really don't remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, we was moving stuff in for you, and then something happened. We moved everything out, and he was able to go to the 200s.
Yep, maybe so.
So I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
but wasn't your teammates in the? Didn't one of y'all whole apartments, the whole track team, all four of y'all? Oh, okay.
For 2 years, I want to say. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but still, you still had to lock your stuff up. Be mindful what you got and what you had and what you leave out.
Yep.
Because they might be your teammates still, but you don't know who they bring in.
Yep.
And you never know.
Absolutely.
You don't know other people's guests and company.
Absolutely. That's so true. That's so true. Well, I appreciate you again for even just taking the time to sit on the couch and be like, it's crazy to literally be a decade removed from graduated from Southern and to be able to even have this platform. I know it sounds crazy, a decade. I'm like, I graduated in 2015.
I would say you did 15.
I graduated in fall 2015, and
I was
it's crazy.
13.
Yep. So that was it's just amazing to see this full circle moment, being able to host From the Yard and then also be able to interview you on From the Yard, letting people know all of the amazing things that you're doing in your career, the experience that you had at Southern University. And now I always like to close out the show with dropping a JAG gem. And a JAG gem is any piece of advice, whether that be a mantra, whether that be an affirmation, or just something that you would like to share with either someone who is gearing up to go to Southern University, someone who is actively at Southern University, or even some of your counter alumni. So what will be your JAG gem that you would like to share with the people? Give the people what they want.
So regardless, if I'm passing through or if I'm going to Baton Rouge, I'm gonna eat. That's my problem. I'm going to go to Tony's on Plank.
Come on, Tony Seafood, baby.
And give me a plate.
Catfish etouffee.
Yes. That's the Tony's plate.
The Tony's plate, yep.
And I'm going to go to the Blue Stove Chicken.
You gotta get the Blue
That's
Stove
behind
chicken.
Southern.
The original Blue Store chicken.
Yeah, because they got multiple.
Yep, I heard they have multiple. I heard that they expanded, but word on the street is there's nothing like the original.
It's nothing like the original. We used to go to Blue Store Chicken, get us a 6-piece with a bag of chips and a drink.
And that would do you just fine.
That would do us just right. $10. It might not be $10. They probably don't went up because it's probably it's people go there. But that I'm gonna go to regardless. I'm gonna hit both of them.
I love that.
I'll be sad if I'm passing through late and they're closed, of course. But I'm going to try.
Absolutely, I
got to get me my food.
Absolutely,
you got to get me my food.
Oh,
I used to go to this place called Raoul's too, but they don't have Raoul's no more.
Raoul's was one of the first restaurants that you introduced me to when I first came. You were saying this burger and this is y'all.
Put shrimp on top.
No, they had the shrimp embedded in the meat. You remember?
That was new.
Oh.
When you came, that was a new thing.
Okay.
But when we got that shrimp burger, you got that patty and you got like at least 6 shrimp on top. It was on top. It wasn't embedded in the meat.
Ooh, I bet that was even better.
Yeah.
Oh,
shrimp falling off.
Let me tell y'all about this place, man. Bring it back. If you listening to this, bring Raoul's back. Raoul, where you at? Because I remember biting into that burger, and that was the very first burger I bit into where I can see the seasoning. I said, this burger got to be the best burger I've ever had. You can literally see the seasoning when you bite into it. You can see the whatever it was. It was green. I seen the seasoning.
Yeah.
that basil, whatever it was, I saw it and I ate it. And it was delicious.
I wonder. I'm at the. I need to go back to Baton Rouge. I keep telling my friend I'm gonna eventually make my way over there.
We're gonna pay a visit to the yard and to the food. Mm-hmm. That's what we want, the food.
That's what we want, the food, for sure.
Wow. Well, it has been a pleasure interviewing you. I truly appreciate it. Again, you have inspired me so much, and you're still inspiring me till this very day. So anything else that you would like to leave the people with, if you would like for somebody to connect with you, please let them know where they could tap in with you. But she is exclusive, y'all. So just if you need to get in contact with her, just hit me up, okay?
Yeah, you're going to have to have my phone number.
Because she ain't with the games, okay? You'll be surprised if you catch her. I'm surprised she was even having time to sit down on the couch with me today. That's why I'm so appreciative, because baby, the woman be moving and grooving and she be making her way. She's probably headed out of town right now as we speak. So But yeah, so thank you so much for tapping in.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
A little alumni.
You know, alumni. You know, we represent Southern University in this thing, baby.
I know we SU. Woo! SSSSSSU.
What? Look, y'all don't want to hear the rest of it.
Y'all want the rest.
Y'all don't want the rest of it because we wear it proudly with the S on our chest, okay? So make sure y'all keep locking in. Stay tuned to From the Yard that airs each and every Thursday at 6 p.m. And just know, we in this thing, okay? This is Southern University, live at 5. From the Yard on WSUB 106.1. We out.